Okay, so I'll pretend that there's something monumental to show here. Mostly, I just want to see that kid knock down a 3-point shot. So we're gonna get to our positions. He's in this three spot. He knows he shouldn't be, so he is going to back cut to create space. And what I really like is this kid's gonna fill that spot, and he's wide open. Okay, so this is just a little, I don't know. I keep calling it a dribble handoff, but for them it's more like a short pass to somebody on a momentum dribble. But as this guy moves up, this player is in a good help position. I don't like the fact that he's kind of staring at this guy. I mean, maybe he has dreamy eyes. I'm not really sure, but we're staring at this guy. I would like to see his eye seeing the ball. Just kind of seems locked in. He just seems locked in on this guy right now. Um, so as he moves, as this dribble is coming and he's moving, ideally, what we want to do is shoot this gap and meet him on the other side. Okay, um, so good job of stopping the ball. He's in like a dig position here. And now this is just a really easy stop on the other side. And I'm pretty sure that's what happens here. He's in a position to help. Good. I love it. One thing that we'll work on getting better at is kind of squeezing right behind and meeting. Seems like a small thing. I understand this. This is probably 2 feet at the very most, but we want to pick up as high as we can there. So, boom, stops the ball. Good. I like it. This position right here. I'm gonna go back and make it pretty much right. So he's in the cutter. He's in help position. He sees the ball coming. Maybe he's ready to help there. Maybe he's just really, really tired because it's the fourth quarter. Pass goes out here, and this is where we should go from being in a help position to chop, 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 hand up. We're going to not let this guy get a wide open shot. I don't hate the closeout. It's just I think with a little more energy and a little more chop 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 chop, we could not jump into him. A really good basketball player, like I hate the NBA, but a really good basketball player is going to make that contact and sell that contact and get 3 free throws out of that just because he's jumping there. When I would like to see feet on the ground, high hand, and then immediately I think he did turn around and block out, which I liked. Yep, turn around, block out, not bad. And this is just a situation where we've got some blockouts. Look at block out, block out, block out, block out. Really, really good job. Young fella just makes no contact here. Young fella just makes no contact here. And that's when rebounding just becomes so apparently a team game. It is everybody does their job or else things fall apart. And I love this. I love this. I love this. I like this a lot. This, I can see he's got the right idea. He's got his eyeball on this guy. He's thinking, I got to block that guy out. And he stood in the blockout posture, just kind of forgot about the contact part of it. Overall, really 4 out of 5 team rebounding doesn't work, but I like that 4 guys. I'll take at this point 4 out of 5 anytime. I'm just going to show this one really quickly, not because of anything. This is not a spectacular play by any case, but we've got our closeout here. This young man right here we're about to give up an offensive rebound, which happens. And then this kid's going to catch the ball here. I really like the body position. This guy is not running out and flying by and jumping at some crazy shot. I think he makes this shot, but I love the defensive position that he's in. He's closing out. He's in a good position. If this guy shot fakes him, he doesn't look like a goofball by jumping onto, like, landing in this seat over here because he's down, he's low, he's chopping his feet, his hand is high. I think this kid just knocks down a good shot. This has got to be, what is that? That's like 20, or that's like 15 feet or something, 14 feet probably, from here to here. And this is a good reaction. He's in a help position now, and he's going to just chop his feet, get out there, hand high, hand up. Guy, I mean, if, I don't think I can step it back one. If we have this every single shot that somebody shoots, I will take it. He's on balance. He's ready to go back and rebound. Shot goes up. He blocks out. Oh, he missed it. Good blockouts. Good. Overall, just a really good contest there. Okay, so this is a play that we did some really good things, but we want to sit on players' right hands. We want to make sure that we're trying to influence them to go to their left. So what happens here is a right-handed drive. We're going to have a good dig position, and it's not terrible, but we need to make sure that we're trying to influence everything to go to the left. This right-hand drive is just a little bit too easy. We do a good job of digging and stopping the ball, and then the kid knocks down some stupid fadeaway jump shot, which, good offense is better than good defense, I guess. So we'll see what happens here. It's a little too easy to get to his right hand. He gets that little fadeaway. I like the block out by this kid. We're in position. We had the nice dig, and it is what it is. Okay, so I love this as an offensive play. It doesn't really go to plan, but I really love the idea here. It's a little bit of a weird angle when we run this back cut. All right, they do a good job of keeping us on the left-hand side of the court. I think that's what good basketball teams will do, is keep you on one side. So we see our guy in the corner, which is where he should be. We're kind of in the 3 spot here, so that's fine. This is a dribble at backdoor cut, and this is a really solid play here. At this point, I love this read. He says, okay, he's dribbling at me. I'm going to backdoor cut. This guy, he might see our back cutter, but what would make this play really sing is if we dribble here at the defender, right? So we're dribbling at our offensive player, but we're also dribbling to occupy this guy. The whole idea is, can I make this guy pay attention to me? Can I make this guy care about what I'm doing enough that this guy is going to be wide open? And the answer to this question is not really. Okay, so instead of dribbling one step closer to this guy to make him step up and stop, he just kind of stands in that void right where we want to throw that ball. And if we, again, take one dribble closer to him and then whip the ball past him in a straight line, this is a nice, easy layup at the rim. It's not a terrible play. I like everything except for the can we get here so we can throw this nice, easy angle rather than kind of stepping away and throwing a tough off-balance angle. So this guy didn't actually make a play on the ball. This guy did a really good job of helping, but I think if we attack there, that pass just gets there just a little bit more quickly. Direction, dribble at him, just a little bit floaty. Not the worst play in the world. I like the action. Okay, so these are our rules, except for when the rules break down and we have to do something different play. All right, I've already watched this one. I think there's 14 or 24 seconds on the clock, 14 probably. We've got a youngster guarding the ball, perfectly fine. This position, again, should be just a little bit higher. He's chasing the cutter, that's fine. I love this position, assuming that he sees this man and is ready to help on the left-hand drive. And I love that this guy sees and seems to be, if not in contact, very close to number 15 there. Okay, I love what this guy's doing. He's moving up. We don't want him all the way out here because then you're just begging to be back cut dunked on. So I love the position. He's in position. He's in a position to maybe dig there. He's definitely in a position to dig. He's in a position to help. This, I'm hoping, is a backward step. I'm hoping he's coming to fill this hole. Guess not. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we've got a screen coming. We've got a ball screen coming. What we would like to have happen is right now in this moment, this guy screaming at him, screen! Screen coming! Screen left! Whatever it may be. Okay? So he should be closing the gap a little bit, but not so far. I would say he should get up to about this spot right here. He should be screaming screen so that this guy gets his head around and doesn't get crushed by this screen. They did a good job of relocating. I like this position. This is an awesome. I didn't even notice this. This kid seems to be putting a body on the back cutter. Where did that come from? I love what you're doing there, kid. This guy's in help position. This guy seems to be moving into help position, which I love. And he's, again, like, if this is a knockdown shooter, he might need to be a little bit closer. But right now, I love this position for everybody except for our guy. When he is yelling, screen! This is a simple, my left foot should drop so I can see the screen coming, and I'm going to squeeze behind the screen. Now, there might be times when we'll say, okay, this guy is too good of a shooter. We're never, ever, ever going to go under a screen. But until this guy has knocked down 5 threes in the first half, that's not going to happen. We're going to meet him on the other side. So ideally in this situation, his left foot drops and then his body moves under the screen, and we just meet him in that hole between this player and this player. I don't think that's what happens here. I'm just going to try to step it like one step. Okay. Actually, this player did a pretty good job of coming under, and this is definitely a moving screen, but okay, you're almost never going to get that moving screen foul. I love where this kid is, but in the next step is going to tell us, hey, look, he tried, he got screened. It happens. Sometimes you get screened, and when that screen actually happens, you have to help. You have to help. I'm talking about this kid right here. You have to be there to help, and you have to stop this. We don't want this kid to get screened, but sometimes you get screened. This is an illegal screen. He gets fouled. It happens. Your job is to be the team defender, so you should step up and stop that. And this guy, he should be digging here, ready to help. Again, I don't know this kid. He doesn't look like much of a shooter to me. I'm just going to make a judgment based on his little goatee. But I'm going to say not a shooter that we have to really worry about here. So we need to stop the ball. We need to stop the ball. The only person on the floor right now that can score is this guy because he's the one with the ball in his hand. Let's see what happens here. Boom. I mean, that's a clear foul. He's wrestling with him. I love that our youngster is not afraid to mix it up a little bit. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's see what happens. I already know what happens. It's not good. Boom. Young guy gets thrown to the ground. Not in a help position, not in a help position, wide open. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that we need to be active. We need to see things coming. We need to predict a little bit. We need to predict what's going to happen next just a little bit. And that's especially true for this guy, and it's especially true for this guy, these two guys. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to let this play at full speed, and let's see how this goes. There's not much more this guy could have done. He actually did a really good job of stepping down and trying to avoid this. Yep. He gets tripped with his left hand or with his left foot. Okay, and he's still trying to fight through it. The guy grabs him. He's still trying to fight through it, and he gets thrown to the ground. I think this hand actually is our player trying to help out there. But like, this is a clear foul. That happens. But we need to be help. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Maybe he's gonna try to make a play and stop. Overall, I like it. I like it. We need a little bit of help there and a little bit of help there. Overall, it's just one of those things that we need to understand. What we need to clarify our concepts a little bit. Okay, so we haven't talked about this at all, so I don't expect you guys to know this, okay? But this is a man-to-man press. This guy's guarding this man, and this guy's guarding this man. So this is a man-to-man press. Okay, first of all, the ball should just be inbounded immediately because we see the press coming, but that didn't happen. That's okay. But this guy, let's just see what this guy does here. I don't know. Just whatever this is not working to get the ball. A good angle to take here would be walking your man up and coming back. A good angle here would be walking your man up and coming back to the ball. Because when you only are playing basketball on this much court, oh, that was a terrible angle. On this much court, right? It just shrinks the court and it makes it really hard to get open. Luckily, this player makes a good move and gets wide open. Okay, so we've got that going for us. So we get the ball inbounds, boom. So now that this is a man-to-man, which means this guy is guarding this guy is coming to guard this guy, and this guy is guarding to guard this guy. We're varsity basketball players. I would expect anybody one-on-one to be able to dribble the ball down the court. But what we need to do here is we need to get the defense out of the way. Right now, because this player, I understand the thought. He's trying to help. And these parents over here have all done this before. Help him! You gotta go back and help him! And I guarantee you that's happened in one of your games. But we don't want that. We don't need help. This kid right here is a varsity basketball player. This kid right here is guarding a varsity basketball player one-on-one. I trust this guy to be able to handle the ball, taking it 60 feet, one-on-one. So he doesn't need help. What he needs is to get this guy and this guy the heck out of the way. And the way to do that is to sprint the floor, not jog the floor, sprint the floor, clear some space so that this varsity basketball player can use 50 feet to get down the court. I would like if it was just a one-move speed dribble, but I'll take just getting the ball down the court at this point. Instead, he's lollygagging right here, which allows this player to be here. If he had sprinted and was now down in the corner, this guy could not be here. Same thing on this side. If he sprinted to the corner where he's supposed to be, this guy would not be there. We have to trust that our point guard is going to bring the ball down the court. Okay. Speed dribble, runs into second defender that should not be there. Happens. Okay, we got the ball down the court. Picked up our dribble right here. This is an awful place. Anywhere between volleyball 10-foot lines, we should not be picking up our dribble, especially not on this side, right? We should not pick up our dribble because now we can't go this direction, and then they're able to hem us in because we can't go backwards. So this guy's in a good position to help. This guy's in a good position to help. It's just a bad position to pick up your dribble. Okay, picked up our dribble. Let's move on. Okay, I'm walking up to kind of help here. I would like to see, hey, I'm going to circle up hard. This is a bad position. We don't want this guy here. So this is not a normal position to be in. If he circles up hard, if this guy's going to stop him, then he should just curl over and we should get a wide open attack at the basket. See what happens here. We're kind of just walking, lollygagging up. Don't know what to do. Had the right idea eventually. Had the right idea to curl to the inside. It just got to be a little bit quicker. Good job attacking. Okay, we're going to set up our offense. I dig it. Best pass right there. This pass, I understand that we got away with that on this position, but there's going to be games where this pass right here, I don't know, maybe this guy's tired, but this is one of the most athletic guys in the gym. This pass is begging to get dunked on. This pass right here, is begging for this guy to shoot. He's kind of just caught flat-footed. I don't know if he just didn't see it coming or what happened here. But this guy, just if I was the Buhack coach right now, I'd be talking to this kid about, hey, this is a pass that we should not allow. This is a 47.86 foot pass, and it goes 13.87 feet in the air, and we need to go out and jump and steal that thing. So this is a tough pass, but okay, we get away with it. That's awesome. Okay, we're circling to a spot, I hope. Okay, good. It's a spot. He's wide open. All right. We don't give it. All right, we don't give it. That's fine. So I have not watched this since it happened live. This is what I'm hoping happens right here. I'm hoping this guy dribbles, makes this guy dig, makes this guy help, and we get a dump down to baby brother. That's what I'm hoping happens right here. Let's see what happens. Okay. This guy did a good job of digging, so maybe his play was a smarter play. But you guys have that bag where you do that little hop step into this paint, which would have drawn this guy, and this guy would have been able to back cut. But okay, fine. Picked up our dribble. Let's see what happens here. All right, just a rough pass there. Cut. All right, I like the left-handed attack. He's gonna spin into trouble. Okay, we hustle and get it. All right, we're okay. Okay, not an awful possession. Just one of those things where I just want to point out what I see as an option and see if maybe we can get there at some point. Okay, so for every bad thing that I've shown, like, we need to see some good things here too. I really love what happens here. So we've got one of our young guys out. He's a little bit deeper. That's nice. He's getting a little more proactive. This guy's a little bit quicker than him. But one thing that I really like that he does here is he's going to put his hand on the dribbler. He's going to put his hand on the ball handler here to slow him down. Yeah, maybe it's a foul, but if the referee doesn't call it a foul right now, it's not a foul. He picks up, again, close to where I want him at. This guy makes a nice crossover dribble and starts going with his left hand. Good. Okay, so sees the ball, right? I don't know where his man is. I don't know if he knows where his man is. I think his man, he might be guarding him, and he might be guarding him, or vice versa. He might be guarding him, and he doesn't really matter. They both see, and the ball's going away from them. So one of them should be in the help the dump down position. Okay, he opens. He's in exactly that position. He's in the I'm going to help on any dump down. He, I assume, is, this body position. It is what it is, right? So he's, I assume, guarding this blonde kid. So he's moving up into that position. This is like a dribble handoff, quote unquote. It's more like a little pitch, but same thing. So this defender is in great dig position. He made this guy give up the ball, which I love, and now he's going to do exactly what we've talked about, which is shoot this gap. And that's not always an easy thing to do, but this is exactly how it should be done right here. I'm going to go back. Pass over, getting into his left hand. Let's shoot the gap here. Boom. I'm in position to play defense. Boom. Really, just really good basketball. That's just really good defensive basketball. Everybody was on the move. We shot the gap and kept that guy in front of us. He didn't get a straight direct drive to the basket. He didn't get downhill. We had our help defender in a help position, and I get annoyed playing with this kid because he gets his hands up and knocks the ball away so many times. It's just really good defensive play. Okay, so I'm going to go back and check. The gap. I really love, I didn't mention this one. This is the dig that we're talking about. This is the dig that we're talking about. He's down, he's digging, he helps stop the ball, and hopefully now he's going to pop back and he's going to guard number 22. Well, okay, that's right. He dug-ish and then just kind of stood there. So we need to make sure that when we dig, we get back to our man immediately, got our hands on the balls. Really, really good play.